Hi, this is Justice with Tablet Pro, and I'm looking at the Surface Laptop Studio hands-on in this video. This is an asynchronous video, which means I recorded all the video at Best Buy, and I'm here now talking about the content. So, first things first, it's a really nice size. I love the design, reminds me of the Bio Z Flip that I used to own, which was one of my absolute favorite computers. It's smaller than I was worried it would be, which is a funny way of saying I like the size of it. Shortly you'll see some different videos here. By the way, I'm testing with 4 different styluses. I have a alpha version of a stylus. I have one that is like the Renacer R520C, which I sell on my website. That's this one right here. And then 2 different Surface pens and the Slim Pen 2. In this video, I'm going to be testing on the Laptop Studio, on the Surface Pro 8 and the Surface Pro X and the Surface Pro 7 Plus. So I'll try and add some labels so you can see which one is which, but I'm really just going to talk through this content. I was surprised. This is the Surface Pro 7 Plus on top of the Laptop Studio. Doesn't matter, it's the i5 model, but it is the i5 model at Best Buy. Same size. So I did not see a significant difference between the R520C stylus. This one here, USB-C charging, 2 buttons here on the front. I didn't see a big difference in the quality of the line, and that disappointed me. I don't know if there are firmware updates that will improve it, if the quality was a really bad Surface, old Surface Pen versus the Slim Pen 2, which is good. And it's definitely better than the Surface Pen. Definitely better than the Surface Pen. But so is this stylus, and it's like 35 bucks. So the charging on its own, that part doesn't really excite me. I was really hoping it would be next level. That said, I really like the Laptop Studio. The design is really nice. The size is really nice. I know it's about 4 pounds. It doesn't feel that heavy. It doesn't feel unwieldy. Like it'll be hard to carry around or move or use. I like that I can use the keyboard without having to flip the device over. I can scoot the screen in. I can charge the pen underneath. Although, well, you know, really, okay, so you can put another stylus in that charging magnetic spot. It won't charge it, but it will hold it moderately well. It seems to only connect with one magnetic spot on a good magnetic stylus. Like the Surface Pen has 2 magnetic points. Same with this one, same with a lot of the other options that are out there. Because of that, it's going to stay on probably better than when we were sticking it on the side of the device, like the Surface Pro 7 or the Surface Book 3. It should stay on better than that, even with only 1 magnetic point holding, but it is not perfect, and you have to take the stylus off so that you can set the Laptop Studio all the way flat, which is probably a given. However, just so you know, it's not deep enough to house a mostly round stylus. So here, this is on the Surface Pro X, and I'm using a handful of different styluses that you can see here. And again, most of these tests are in OneNote or whiteboard if the screen is completely white. I'm testing in Sketchable as well. Sketchable has a couple different sections I'm testing in, and it's very colorful. There's a lot of purples and reds in those shots. Okay, so you can see here, it just is too similar between the quality of the R520 and the Slim Pen 2 for me to jump at it. The haptics on the stylus, I didn't feel them inside of OneNote. I didn't feel them inside of Whiteboard, and I thought that I would feel them in both. This is Sketchable here. I thought I'd feel them in both, and it would be really obvious. You could tell that you were really using a different level of stylus. After a system update, I could feel it inside of whiteboard. I still could not feel it inside of OneNote. Inside of Sketchable was really nice, actually. It was very, very subtle. It's just like this very gentle vibration that gives kind of the feeling of that grit and grip and traction, the friction that you get with pencil on paper. It feels similar, but for people who are like, oh, it feels exactly like writing with a pencil on regular paper, it doesn't. But it's closer. Not amazing, but closer and kind of neat. Here I'm trying to attach a magnetic stylus to the Surface Pro 8. There are no magnetic points on the Surface Pro 8 chassis, so it won't stick on the sides like the Surface Pro 7. Some of the styluses will fit in the keyboard slot though, and you'll see that tested later. Yeah, not good. The trackpad on the Laptop Studio, which is just there's no clicking areas. It uses haptic feedback. Feels exactly like you're clicking it. It was really amazing. Felt very, very good, but I guess it's vibrating, it's not clicking. Feels just like you're clicking a trackpad. It felt very nice. What other things? Screen is 500 nits on the Laptop Studio, which is 100 nits brighter than the Surface Pro 7, 50 nits brighter than a Surface Pro 8 or Surface Pro X, and it looked noticeably brighter. And it is 25% brighter than a Surface Pro 7 screen. So I was happy about that. That's a really big deal for me, and it did look brighter. I could not tell at all that anything was in 120 hertz. So nothing looked smoother, nothing was buttery. The drawing experience did not seem to take advantage of that increased refresh rate. I assume that developers have to do something in order to get their apps to make use of that refresh rate. I'm assuming that it'll become a lot more obvious in gaming scenarios where you're playing a game that refreshes faster than 60 FPS. So all that said, I'm really excited about the Laptop Studio. I had to adjust my expectations. The resolution 3:2 aspect ratio of 2400 by 1600. I can't look at it and complain. It looks nice. I can't see any loss. Like, I'm not looking and go, it looks kind of grainy. It looks kind of pixely. There's none of that. So if you're worried about that experience, it looks good. It looks bright, and it looks clean, and it's a great aspect ratio, and the machine's not too big and doesn't feel too heavy. Yet to be seen battery life, yet to be seen whether or not it fits on my stands that I use, which is going to be a big deal. And I just told myself, okay, well, you may just have to find a new solution besides using a tablet holder, or modify the tablet holder that you have to make this work, because I really want a machine that I can game on at an Xbox One X level. And I know that there's people saying it's more powerful than that. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as powerful as a Xbox Series X. As far as the Slim Pen 2 feels in the hand, it's easy to hold. It's lighter than I was thinking and smaller than I was thinking. So I don't have a lot of experience. I did own a Slim Pen, original Slim Pen, for a bit, and this feels lighter than I remember. It feels smaller than I remember, but I could just simply be wrong. Feels like it's thinner. I do like the button on the side, on the flat portion of the Slim Pen, as opposed to on the edge of the Slim Pen. It felt easy and nice to click, and it felt like once you got used to holding something of that shape, that it doesn't roll around in your hand the same way, which it really makes sense. I'm not sure if there's some great logical reason why our styluses need to be round versus oval. I think I'm gonna need to use it more to get a better opinion. Now I have a Surface Pro 8 coming later today, and I have the Laptop Studio coming, so I will be doing a lot more testing and more reviews. I did not find that the Slim Pen 2 really behaved any better or performed any better on my Surface Pro 7 than the R520C. So that said, keep in mind they may do a firmware update at some point that really increases the performance, but as of yet, it's there's no telling whether or not it's going to have backwards compatibility improvements to the line quality. And I haven't had a chance to really look at how it performs in different programs because my Surface Pro 7 Plus is having problems with Windows 11. So, all right, that's a whole lot of talking, but hopefully that answers most, if not all, of your questions. If you have an additional question, please put it in the comment section, and I will try and get to it as quick as possible. And since I'll be testing, I can check whatever it is else that you would like me to test. All right, that's it. If you haven't subscribed, this is a great channel if you use a stylus with a Windows 10 or 11 tablet or computer. All right, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.